Hey everyone, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Since I left off on the last video, I've been hanging out on this extreme planet, working on my extreme survival milestones. And I'm actually right on the verge of getting the 10th one. So I've been here for a long time, and I'm just about ready to pick up that 10th milestone, and that will also get me my platinum trophy for the game. So I'm gonna finish off the platinum after all this time. So that's gonna be cool. So I just got a little bit longer to hang out here. My original plan was to get a ton of money and buy a 48 slot ship, but it was such a grind. I just cannot do grinds. It was too much for me. I got up to about 4.6 million and I said, nope, I can't do it. It's too much work. I would rather just find crash ships and do it that way. But the way that I was making money was to just go out and get iron and plutonium, and I would craft those into bypass chips and then sell the bypass chips. So it didn't take a lot of materials, and each bypass chip was worth 4,000 units. So it was a decent way to make money, but it was still just, it was way too much for me. So if you're looking to grind money at all, just find one of those planets with like a ton of gravitino balls or venom sacs or any of those things that sell for a bunch and you can pick up a lot of them. And get your money there, because doing it with the bypass chips, unless you've just got amazing patience, you're not going to be able to do it, and you're going to give up just like I did. So that's what happened. So I've got a little bit more time to burn here, and I'm just going to skip the video forward to picking up that final milestone and grabbing my platinum trophy. Oh, and there it is! The gold trophy for the Sentinel, and the platinum trophy, total perspective Vortex. Boom! Did it. And just to be clear, on the extreme survival milestones, it took hours. I mean hours. And I wasn't just running around. All I did was I went in that building and I just kind of did some other stuff while the game was on. And then I would come back like every 40 minutes and replenish my life support. And then I would just leave it idle. So I wasn't like running around for hours on end. I was mostly just watching movies and stuff. And I would come back to recharge my life support. So that's how I did it. It's not too difficult. But it is time consuming. Alright. Well, that is done. And this planet is done. And my hyperdrive is all charged. And I've got my extra warp cells ready to go. Oh, right, I needed to, I forgot, I had a busted up, what did I have? I had a busted up, warp reactor, and I forgot to make some antimatter for that, so let me do that real quick. Well, I don't need antimatter for that, but I need antimatter and microdensity fabrics to build a resonator. And then with that resonator, I'll repair it. So there it is, it's my warp reactor Tau. So there we go, that's repaired now, and I'm all set. So I'm gonna do what I normally do, warp as far as I can, and then we'll see which system I end up in. So let's do it. So I'm at Nada and Polo, and I can finally progress the dialogue with Polo again. So let's go ahead and do that. You, friend, visit the worst places you can find? Stay alive. No good to me dead, are you? Can't learn much from a corpse, although... No, never mind, stay alive. At last, Polo is affable once again. A nod, a smile, even a companionable tap on the arm at one point. A friendship renewed. I blush when the Gek mechanic tells me that they hope I live a long, healthy life, but have to swallow disappointment when it transpires that Polo's true motivation for this is to study how my suit responds to long-term exposure to extreme climates. So I'm going to transmit my survival data. Polo seems unconvinced by my claims of longevity, wondering aloud if I am Sentinel-made replica. They check me over thoroughly, then offer a grin and something else I couldn't quite read fast enough. And gave me a Warp Reactor Sigma recipe, but I don't need that. I wonder if I can initiate the next one by giving him carbon. Let's see. Always more to do. Oh yes, but not just now, friend. Go, be free, see the stars. Can trade you tech if it will help you see more. No, that doesn't help me. And I think I've seen that data before, or that dialogue before, so let's move on. I'll have to find him again to keep progressing that dialogue, and hopefully I will, because I've got all of the milestones, so I've got whatever he needs. Alright, let's continue our journey to the center. So here is the system I landed in. It is a class G2, and it's got 3 planets, and it's 26,583.4 light years from the center, so we're getting really close now. So let's see what we got to work with. We got that planet right there, that planet behind it, which looks very similar. And where was that third planet hiding? Back there. That planet looks more interesting. But I am kind of curious what this is. It looks so plain from the atmosphere, but sometimes they can trick you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and explore this one. I'm curious as to what's going on here. So let's take a look. And oh, it's changing drastically as we get close. Still hasn't really rendered in yet. It's looking very rocky now. Oh, it's looking quite dead. It is looking quite dead indeed. Almost like a... not a desert, but... well, that looks deserty, but... sort of a barren wasteland. Might not be any life here. But I have had good experiences finding crashed ships on these sort of lifeless planets, so... that might work out to my benefit, that there's not a whole lot of life here. So let's see if we can find something interesting to land at. That's just an outpost right there. Don't really care too much about that. That's a ship, not a ship upgrade, a suit upgrade. Here we go, what's this? Ah, there we go, that's perfect. That's a manufacturing facility. So I might get a new recipe. So let's go ahead and land here. This is a good spot. And this is an empty planet. Weather unclouded sky, Sentinels typical, flora deficient, fauna deficient. So I think that means there's gonna be no creatures here, which it certainly looks like it. Yeah, this one's gonna be empty, so that's all right. As long as it's got some ships for me, I'll be happy. So I got some suspension fluid from that, and a gra. And I see a gold node up there, so that's really good. Wonder what the other resource is. Well, we'll find out in a little bit. I want to check out the manufacturing facility first. Tons of plutonium out here. Look at all this. And that green one was... didn't pop up. I don't know what that green crystal gave. There we go, it was emerald. So that's good. Alright, let's get in there. I love one-shotting those doors. It never gets old. Never gets old. Alright, we're on a Gek world. The terminal oversees element usage. I can adjust the amount of oxides pouring from resource vaults into the production systems. Warning lights flash and a timer ticks down. Warning, increase oxide blah. Warning. Blah, oxide catalyst, blah, blah, radiation, blah. Increase oxide, blah. I can dramatically increase oxide levels, or I can increase it, or I can maintain. I don't want to maintain. I think I want to dramatically increase it. Maybe just increase it. Let's do a regular increase. There we go. The system maintains its production. Perfect. And, well, warp cell recipe, that doesn't help me. But what will help me is that gold node up there, so let me go grab that. And, wonder what the other resource is. Seem to always find one fairly easily, and then the other one's kind of hiding. But I believe I need some gold. Yeah, I need a little bit of gold, not too much. I like to keep 2 stacks of everything, or at least everything important. I don't care if I have like 2 stacks of like platinum. It's used for a lot of things, but it never calls for a lot. And there's some iridium over there, so that'll be good. I've been finding, it was weird, I didn't find copper very often near the start of the game, but now it's been nearly every single planet, so I would not be surprised one bit if copper ends up being the other resource. Because it's been like literally every single planet since I got that warp reactor Sigma, which uses it. And I probably need some carbon, may as well get some of that. And sure, I'll take some iron while I'm at it. It's not that big of a deal to harvest anymore with how fast my beam just blows everything up. And that actually is looking kind of green from the side, isn't it? It might be a weird color thing. It might actually be like emerald or something. No, something's giving it like a green hue. I don't know what's up with that, but that... Oh, actually it is emerald. Well, I think I needed emerald a lot more. No, about the same. So anyways, let me grab some emerald. Well, this is interesting. I'm wondering if this is actually 2 ruins right next to each other. And look at that, copper is indeed the other resource we have on this planet. Oh, and then it's got this floating thing. That's really interesting. Okay, well, let's check this out. I think it's 2 ruins next to each other, but not positive. No, this is just a building. There's nothing special in here that I can see. Let's go on top of it. Yeah, this is just a building, so it's just a ruin. So it should have some words for us to learn. Here's one of them. And it's the Gek word for welcome. And here's another one. Queries. Another one hiding under the stair. Desire. And it looks like that's all of them. So let's go ahead and interact with the plaque. I convulse as I reach out and touch the beautiful stone marker, my mind filling with a deadly knowledge of the true history of the Gek. After the opposers were cast from the spawning pools, the Sentinels descended. Their cause was unjust. Aggressors guided to the fray by the scent emissions of a war too great and too mighty for the automatons to resist. The first spawn would remember this. Seek help with language. And I learned the Gek word for pleasure. Alright, let's go find some new stuff. And here we have a monolith. Gonna learn some more words. Learn the word break. Representative. And planet. And here is the monolith. The monolith's glyphs take on a faint yellow tinge, then flicker and disappear. It has no power. The mysterious forces that fuel these stones are weak. I hear a faint crackling whisper on the planetary breeze, and I notice a hole in the monument's base. I could potentially fit some of my mind resources through the gap. First spawn, power low, give element isotope, blah blah. Well, once an isotope, I have carbon. I awake this place's vengeful spirits. They reward me. Vengeful spirits don't usually reward people, but I will take it. Gek standing increased, and I believe it said I learned an Atlas word. I did, Atlas word for galaxy. And it gave me a Gek relic. Alright, time to find more things. Oh, this ship This ship right here, it makes me so happy and so sad at the same time. This is an upgrade, it's a 47 slotter. Why? Why couldn't it be 48 slots? It's so awesome. I love the look. And it even has like a little R2-D2 guy here. Oh, it's like the perfect ship. Oh, I would love it at 48, but I don't get it. Oh, I'm sad. But anyways, it's an upgrade, and it gets me up to 47, so there's that at least. But man, if only I could just give all my money to make it a 48 slotter. I would happily give up my 4.7 million. But unfortunately, I can't do that. But maybe I can find the same model on the same planet as a 48. That would be amazing. Alright, so I'm all moved over. There we go, and I'm just gonna get this one flying, and I might replace it. We'll see. Well, I've been staring at this ship right here for like 5 minutes, just debating with myself. This ship is a 48 slotter, and I think I'm gonna take it. I think this is the one I'm gonna go with. I kind of wanted one of those like X-Wing looking starfighters, or the one I have right now with like the R2-D2 guy. But this is a really unique looking ship, and I kind of like it. So I think this is gonna be my ship. It's taken me a while to make that decision because it's like a commitment, but I think this is the one. It looks pretty cool. I like it. So yeah, this is the one. I'm gonna move over to it, and I finally have a max slot ship. And now, after I get it all repaired, I can, you know, set up the upgrades the way I want. And no more looking for crash ships. This is the final one. And I am riding in, I wouldn't say style, but in some sort of style. Some crazy, weird style. But I like weird, I like unique, so I'm going with it. Alright, so let's accept. This is the ship. So I'm going to get it repaired if I can. I might start setting up the upgrades the way I want, but we'll see how many resources I have to work with. So yeah, let's jump the video forward and we'll see what I do with this thing. Okay, so I got the ship repaired up, and I did just a ton of deconstructions and building new stuff. And I need more materials that I need to get from the space station. So I'm gonna head up there, get whatever materials I can, and then hopefully finish up what I was doing, and then I'll explain how I set up all these upgrades. So let's head up to the space station. Well, I came up to the space station. I got some of the things I needed, but not all of them. So let me show you what I did here. So I went with the cannon as my only damage source. I'm not really a fan of the phase beam anymore after seeing how good the cannon can be. So I've got the base cannon there. I've got a tier 1 upgrade for damage here. I put the other 2 tier 1 upgrades at the bottom because they're just going to get 2 bonuses. So that one's going to get 2 and that one's going to get 2. And then all of the tier 2 and tier 3 upgrades are going in here. So they get 3 bonuses each. Now I'm missing 2 of the tier 3 upgrades. I want to build, let's see, where is it? I want to build the cannon damage theta, but I need a little bit more gold for that. And I want to build the, this one, the advanced cooling theta. But I need more gravitino balls for that. So once those are in, those upgrades are going to get 3 bonuses, and basically everything in the middle is going to get 3 bonuses. Because 1, 2, 3, this one will be 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. I've got all of my shield enhancements lined up, so they're the middle ones at least get 2 bonuses. The side one, or the end ones, get 1 bonus. Same with these pulse jet things. Middle ones get 2, side ones or end ones get 1. The warp reactors, I've got my theta in the middle, so it gets 3 boosts, and then the ones on the side are each getting 1. So that's how I set it up, and hopefully it works out well for me. And I just need to get those last 2 upgrades into here, so just need gold and gravitino balls, and I'm all set. And pretty much everything is just about maxed out. I might want to do a few more things with my suit. My multi-tool is perfect, so I've got everything just about where I want it. And we're getting really close to the center of the galaxy, and I picked up my platinum trophy on this video, so there's not a whole lot of game left. I'm maybe gonna have a few more videos, get those last upgrades, get to the center, and then we'll pretty much be wrapping this up. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this video, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.